Hey, hi there, and welcome to another episode of Sit and Spin with me, your host, Joe. With me, as always, the white lump over here, Norm, the drowsy bionic dog. And they say it's your birthday. Not my birthday. So your birthday, Norm? I don't know what he's looking at, but it's not Norm's birthday. But you know what? It is the birthday of this very show and this page that you check out hopefully all the time. Sit and Spin with Joe. We turn 1 year old today. It's our 1 year anniversary. Yeah, it was about a year ago, maybe a week before. A year ago this time that I was on vacation down in Florida with my wife, visiting our in-laws and my brother. And we stopped into St. Augustine, Florida to pay a visit to my good buddy Gino Ames, who, if you don't know, runs a page called Riff of the Day, which occasionally I contribute to, as well as a lot of other fine, cool people. And we were doing the show. Gino had me guest host, and I had so much fun that I was thinking about it the whole way home, thinking, this is pretty cool, you know? I could do this. And so when I got home, I was sitting down here, spinning some tunes, and I just thought, what the hell? And I whipped out a show. I don't even think our first show was 2 minutes long. It was probably under that. And put it out there on Facebook, and everybody responded to it so favorably. Everybody had nice things to say. Everybody was saying things like, oh, you should make this its own page. This is awesome. And so I took everybody's advice and made the Sit and Spin with Joe page that hopefully you check out all the time. So, hey, let's take a look back at the past year. Sit and Spin with Joe. Check this out. We're talking about the new movie Sound City, the new covers EP from Anthrax called Anthems, Josh Rouse's new album, The Happiness Waltz. No, those aren't Gregorian chants you're hearing in the background. It's the opening strains from the new album from the band Big Wreck. The album's called Albatross. Jeff Healey Band. It's called House on Fire. Today, we are counting down the top 10 rock and roll / music movies of all time as chosen by you, our viewing and listening audience. That thing you do. 10, not enough for me. I need more. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Sit and Spin fans, and welcome back to the final segment of our coverage of the top rock and roll / music movies of all time. I'm going to try to blaze through this segment as fast as I possibly can, so bear with me as I talk incredibly fast. The Blues Brothers. A little movie I glaringly and erroneously forgot to list on my personal top rock and roll / music movies of all time list. Story Formidable. Wolf Slog, Guitargasm, Record Store Day! Hey there, Sit and Spin fans, I'm Charlie Bucket, and I got a golden ticket. This, the new concert release from Whitesnake, made in Japan. Oh, and I'm letting the sound of my own wheels drive me crazy. No, not really, but I am blinded by that light I just looked into. The history of the Eagles, the story of an American band. It would be Joe Satriani and his new album, Unstoppable Momentum. That would be Tom Kiefer, his first solo album, first one. It's called The Way Life Goes, the edition where we'll be talking about rock and music documentaries, Searching for Sugar Man. Do I sound Canadian saying that? Hey there, and welcome to Two Chimps on a Davenport. No, actually, it's Sit and Spin. I'm your host, Joe, and tonight, my special co-host, the Spock to my Kirk, my very good friend, Mr. Scott Oliver.
Live long and sit and spin.
And when I first heard tonight's album, I thought, man, this is right up my friend Scott Oliver's alley, and so I had to get him as co-host. It was a perfect opportunity for him to finally co-host one of the episodes with me. And tonight we are talking about what, Mr. Oliver?
We are talking about the new Daft Punk album, which was released this past Tuesday, and the name of the album is
Random Access Memories. The new 5.1 surround sound version of the band's third album, How's Your Garden Grow? Released from Jimmy Eat World. The album's called Damages, but this one, solid out of the gate, boys. Home run, kids. The Goo Goo Dolls. It's their new album, Magnetic.
Hi there. Hello.
Yo.
Hi. We are the Joy Formidable, and you're watching Sit and Spin with
Joe.
Joe. Joe.
Those guys play so loud. Killer week. 3 awesome rock shows. 4, actually, if you count that one was a double headliner. Hey there, Sit and Spin fans. Can't talk tonight. Yes, Joshua Taylor, a friend, had issued this challenge to me, and he said, hey, I'm going to issue this challenge where basically I want you to pick your 3 favorite records from the last 3 decades, the 1990 to 1999, 2000 to 2009, and 2010 to the present. And of course I went, what? Only 3? Come on, you know, it's going to be hard enough to whittle it down to that. So Josh was kind enough to acquiesce and give me a couple more bonus picks as well. But one of the bonus picks has to be a solo album, and the other one is more or less just essentially a bonus pick from any of the time periods, but at least it has to have like at least 3 members in the original band or something to that effect. The debut album from Jellyfish, Belly Button, major label debut from Third Eye Blind, self-titled record. 3rd release from the band Not a Surf, Let Go. This album will not do you wrong. John Hours, Songs from the Year of Our Demise in 2006. The Gaslight Anthem. There's some great tunes in it, and I just realized now that I am not playing music in the background, and I gotta start this whole fucking thing all over again. Oops, sorry for the swear words. The Winery Dogs. Tonight, as normal, my wonderful co-host, Norm the Wonder Mutt, as usual, ain't gonna be saying much. Matt Pond, The Lives Inside the Lines in Your Hand. Rogue Wave and their new album Nightingale Floors. Oh, with me, my co-host Norm the Wonder Mutt. Look, he just said hi. Queens of the Stone Age and their new album Like Clockwork.
Hello, we're Jimmy World. You're watching Sit and Spin with Joe.
Are we only damaging the little we have left? Both of us swimming in the same polluted mess. Are we too damaged now to possibly connect, to ever reconnect? I'll say when I'm
Jim Adkins and Rich Birch of Jimmy Eat World for leading us into this week's episode. So, a little special episode all about Cheap Trick. Not me, but Cheap Trick. Fridays. It's the story of a band called Death, and conveniently enough, that also happens to be the title of the documentary. Washed Out, and their new album, Paracosm. Today, continuing on our little feature on chill out music, we have the long-anticipated return of the one and only Mazzy Star and their new album, Seasons of Your Day. As always, my host Norm, he's kind of poking his head up there a little for a change. Normally he's asleep. Tonight's feature artist is a band called The High Highs, as in H-I-G-H, H-I-G-H-S. Just out this past week, the Horrible Crows released Live at the Troubadour. But for me and this white lump over here, who's the rocket dog Norm, look, there he is! He's awake for a change.
Hey, I'm Mike Rizzi, and I'm Ed Rowland from the Sweet Tea Project. This young man also. Listen, behave, be sweet.
this week's episode was Ed Roland and Mike Rizzi of Ed Roland and the Sweet Tea Project, this week's feature topic release. Of course, we're talking about Toad the Wet Sprocket and their new album, New Constellation, just came out last week. And why, yes, that is a fine Empire Records t-shirt I'm sporting today.
How do you do, I see you've met my faithful hand in hand.
That would be the Rocky Horror Picture Show, newly reissued on vinyl. A new concert release from Def Leppard called Viva Hysteria. Today, there's a little hint in the shirt. We're going to be talking about the new side project band, Minor Alps, and their new release, Get There. That would be Big Stars, Nothing Can Hurt Me, the story of Big Star, the greatest band that never quite made it. Today, we are talking about Radio Jellyfish, the new released versions of old songs from the band Jellyfish. Lovely.
Hi, this is Scott with a special segment of Righteous Vinyl. Y'all know this guy from...
I'm your host Joe from Sit and Spin.
And we're going to be talking about our top 5 picks from 2013 on this first joint venture between Sit and Spin and Righteous Vinyl.
We are here in the house of Righteous Vinyl, most specifically because we are talking about vinyl releases. And that is Made of Stone, the new documentary from the Stone Roses. The Gaslight Anthem and their new release, The B-Sides, which, as you would imagine, is a collection of B-Sides of the band's many singles. Live in London, Broken Bells and their new album, After the Disco. Beck and his new release, Morning Phase, which just came out this week. Your Arsenal, the 1992 album from Morrissey, which just got re-released this past week in a special new remastered deluxe edition. Pretty cool, huh? I had a good time doing it. It's a lot of fun. Mostly that's what this page is all for. It's a way for me to still be a little bit creative, share all this knowledge of rock and roll music that's rattling around in my brain constantly, and hopefully turn some people on to some music they may not be familiar with, or if you're a fan of it too, hopefully you dig that stuff as well. But mostly it's for fun. And I appreciate everybody's continued support over the years, all the kind of comments you leave when I run into folks at shows or out and about and they tell me to watch the page and I really like it. It means a lot to me, it really does. It's been a long, trying year. It wasn't without its downfalls or struggles and fails. Norm having a broken leg, losing some of our family, which was tough. But it's great to have this as an outlet to kind of keep me happy, keep me going, things like that. So once again, thanks to Gino Ames at the Rip of the Day guys over there. My good buddy Scott Oliver over at Righteous Vinyl, who kind of spun out of this page as well. And all the artists for making the great music to begin with and sharing their time with me whenever possible. But most importantly, thanks to all of you for tuning in every week. That's right, you over there, you over there. And you back there who's making noise the whole time. That's right, thank you too. Thanks again, all of you. Really means a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to entertain you just as much this year, turn you on to even more great music, and hopefully we'll see some other good shows and things like that. But stay tuned, keep checking out the page, and we'll have some good stuff for you. And if you have some cool ideas of something you want me to tackle, like a Joshua Taylor challenge from last year or a topic, hey man, let me know. We'll get something rolling. But we will catch you next time on Sit and Spin. Thanks a lot. It's really mostly just for fun. It's just a way to have a nice creative outlet. You want to get in on this action, buddy? Okay, so the camera's there. Look there.